in the state. Like, cool, awesome. Then he said, look over there. Over there is where your great-grandparents are buried.
What?
Okay.
What?
He took you to the burial site of your family?
Oh, that's not even, there's one more layer of weird to this. Then he whips out cheesecake, like, let's finish our picnic at my great-grandparents' grave.
Oh, okay.
He knows
What?
nothing about your feelings on death or if you knew these people, or, right?
No, and he basically was like, let's spend time with your great-grandparents.
So did you stand there and eat cheesecake in front of your great-grandparents' grave?
I woofed that cheesecake down and got the hell out of there.
That is the best visual I've ever heard of in my whole life.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
Did you guys talk during it, or?
Oh, no, I was eating so fast.
What was his reasoning for wanting you to be at
Because he wanted me to know about my history and spend time with them.
Did you learn anything new from eating cheesecake at your great-grandparents' grave?
He told me a couple facts about them, but in my mind, I'm like, just finish the cake. Just eat this cheesecake and let's go.
I'm sorry. I just have a quick thing to say here.
Oh, all right. I was hoping you would wait.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Allie, that's Ian. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
I mean that he was on the phone the whole time listening, and he wanted to talk to you. He was supposed to wait until I brought him into the conversation, but he just couldn't help himself, I guess.
I'm sorry that I jumped in. I couldn't help myself. I feel like Allie's missing something that's kind of just inherently cool about the fact that she has distant relatives, not even distant relatives, direct line relatives that live right in town. I myself, I had to go to Scotland to have the same experience of being able to see the gravestones of my great-great-grandparents. That's history.
Ian,
that's your own personal history.
Ian,
Yes,
Ian,
yes.
Ian, can I just cut you off for a second? I do think that's really cool. I mean, that is awesome, and that would be a really sweet romantic thing, but you just met me. Can't we talk about that and get to that point? Like, I don't know, 3 years from now?
Yeah.
3 years from now, that's a long time. It could be a whole other generation, and they have to redo the family tree.
Okay, well, at this point, I think that you can stop working on my family tree.
Yeah, Allie, did you have fun with him outside of the kind of strange research he did into your history?
I could have maybe dealt with the family tree thing because that was pretty impressive. But then taking somebody to a cemetery on a first date, come on.
Yeah, Ian.
It's a
I'll
lot.
come back from that.
I know that you don't really understand how she's not fully impressed by the family tree thing, but taking somebody to a gravesite on a first date.
I feel like everyone's blowing this very out of proportion. The grandparents, finding the grandparents was actually pretty easy, but the main setup, the main research was going into the family tree. That's what's at the time. I think that's what we should focus on. That's the part you kind of like.
What